Good morning, children. Today we are here to discuss Unit 10 Electro Magnetism of 10th class. Within this particular class, today we are going to discuss about magnetic field due to solenoid. In previous class, we have discussed about magnetic field due to circular coil. Within that particular, the coil itself is behaving like a magnet. As the current is passing through that particular coil, one face of that particular coil is behaving like a north pole, another face of that particular coil behaving like a south pole. The phase through which magnetic lines of force are entering, it is behaving like what? For example, this is coil. The phase through which magnetic lines of force are entering, it is called as south pole. The phase through which magnetic lines of force are moving away, it is called as a north pole. Already we have studied about that particular one regarding in the concept of circular coil. What is called as solenoid? Solenoid is nothing but what? It can be defined as a long wire wounded. I have taken a long wire wounded in a closed path in the form of Alex. What is meant by Alex? It is nothing but what in the form of spring. If I am rotating, if you go for a ball pen, take out that particular ball pen, take out that particular, as we are moving it up, you take out that particular pen, we will find a spring there itself. If you are pressing up, the pinpoint will be coming outside. If you are pressing off again, the pinpoint will be moving it up. That movement can be done by what? A spring. If you see the spring, how that particular spring will be there? In the same way, a long copper wire of 24 gauge wire, if it is wounded in the form of a closed path, that is called as Alex, it is called as nothing but what? A solenoid, we can call it up. Now what I am doing, I am taking a wooden plank. On the surface of wooden plank, a deep bit, I am fixing up the paper. After fixing up the paper, exactly a dp distance I am making holes. Of equal holes at equal distance I am placing it up. Later on what I am doing, I am taking a long wire of certain length whose gauge is 24 gauge, it is existing. Take that particular wire and wound it through that particular holes, fix it firmly there itself. In the form of spring, you fix it up. The two other ends of the particular coil is connected to battery of 3 or 9 volt battery. And that key or the switch also you place it up. Switch on the key. As key switch on, what happens? Current starts flowing from high potential to low potential. So the current will be get flowing to this particular solenoid there, which is in the shape of Alex or shape of spring. As the current flows to the particular coil, at the same time, take some iron fillings. Take some iron fillings, sprinkle it on the surface of this particular table. As we are sprinkling on the surface of this particular table, all the iron fillings will be affected by the current flow to a particular wire, and they arrange themselves around this particular solenoid in the form of magnetic lines of forces. In the form of magnetic lines of forces. As we have seen that a circular coil, we have seen clearly that if a circular coil is behaving like a magnet, through which that particular magnetic lines of force are entering, it is called as south pole. Through which the magnetic lines of force are moving away, it is called as north pole. For each circular coil is having north pole and south pole. Therefore, within solenoid also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, each and every circle will have north pole as well as south pole will be existing. So that all the iron fillings will be arranged themselves in the form of magnetic lines or forces. By that we can say that magnetic field is existing around this particular solenoid. To test whether it is north pole or as well as whether it is south pole, test the polarity of a particular one. Take a bar magnet consisting of what? North pole, bring it near to this particular and one end of this particular solenoid. As I am bringing near to this one end of this particular solenoid, if suppose, if we are seeing that, if we are thinking that it is north pole, then what happens there itself? We are having two laws. What are those two laws? Like poles repulse each other. Like poles repulse each other. Unlike pole attract each other. Unlike poles attract each other. Based upon the two laws of magnetism, what happened here? Repulsion will be taken place. If repulsion is taking place, we have to treat that this end is nothing but what? It is behaving. The end of this particular solenoid is behaving like a north pole. Again, take this particular north pole to this particular end and place it. As we are placing here the end, what happens there? Unlike poles are there, attraction will be taken place. Due to the attraction and here repulsion will be taken place. Due to this attraction, we can say that this end of this particular solenoid pole is behaving like a south pole. Therefore, I got a polarity. That means what? Solenoid is consisting of north pole towards one side as well as south pole towards another side. Similarly, this is outside of the solenoid. If you take it up, if you are considering within this pole, this is nothing but what? A solenoid ring. Within this pole, inside if you are considering if it is north pole, it will behave like a south. If it is south pole, it will behave like a north pole. If it is north pole, this kind will behave like a south pole. Inside that particular solenoid, it will be existing. And how we can represent magnetic lines of forces? Same as like a bar magnet. If I consider a bar magnet of a length 2L is having north pole to one end as well as south pole to other end, we know that magnetic lines of forces will be leaving from the north pole and entering from the south pole. Therefore, what happened? Leaving from the north pole, entering from where? South pole, it is entering there. Therefore, the magnetic lines of force which are entering from south pole, leaving from north pole, what happened? We can represent it that is nothing but what? Magnetic lines of forces we can call it. If you observe here around this particular solenoid also, magnetic lines of forces can be represented in the same way how it is representing in that particular coil also there. If I am taking this is the coil there, these are the magnetic lines of forces we can represent it and the outside the loop are having magnetic lines of forces in such a way that magnetic lines of forces are in the form of closed path. Inside this particular solenoid, the magnetic lines of forces will be passes in the form of straight line. In the form of straight line, they will be get passes there. As they are passing in the form of straight line, we can say that inside how the magnetic field are existing parallel to each other. There are existing the magnetic lines and they are existing in the form of straight lines. If they are parallel as well as straight lines, so what field is existing inside there itself? Uniform magnetic field is existing. At every point there is having uniform magnetic field inside the solenoid. Whereas outside if you see it at poles, the strength of that particular magnetic field is greater, and at some other points, what happens there itself? The strength of the magnetic field is weaker. We are observing there. Whereas outside non-uniform magnetic field is existing, but whereas inside this particular solenoid, uniform magnetic field will be existing. We got clearly the magnetic field inside the solenoid is continuous form from outside, but whereas inside is existing as uniform magnetic field, but whereas outside at poles more strength is there. At some other places, what happened? Weak strength is there. Due to that reason, we can call that outside non-uniform magnetic field is existing. The effect of magnetic field is existing in non-uniform. Therefore, what happened? Within the solenoid, the magnetic lines of force are what happened? Linked to inside. Therefore, it is called as nothing but what? Closed loop we can call it. What we can call them as? closed loop we can call them as same as like a bar magnet. Within a bar magnet also what happened there, closed loop will be get existing. From inside they are passing away from the particular one, whereas inside magnetic lines of force are parallel to each other. As they are parallel to each other, uniform magnetic field is existing within that particular one. This solenoid also depend upon two factors. Solenoid also will be depending upon two factors. First factor is nothing but what? Number of turns. This is nothing but what? Turning the shape of spring I taken 1, 2, 3, 4. I have taken that. As the number of turns is gradually increases, then what happens? The effect of magnetic field around that particular solenoid will be gradually increases. If the number of turns are less, then the effect of magnetic field lines around that particular coil will be less. So as the number of turns increases, magnetic field around this particular solenoid will be gradually increases. That is the first factor what we have to consider. That is what number of turns of copper wire there itself. Second one is what current flow through the circuit there itself. The current flow through this particular solenoid depending upon the number of turns. As the current flow is greater, then afterwards what happens there? It indicates what? More magnetic field effect can be taken place. If the current flow is zero, if current is not flowing through the coil, then no effect will be seen. So that particular wire behaves like a copper wire which is in the shape of a lux. Based upon these two factors, solenoid will be get performed. By this we have completed our activity called as magnetic field due to solenoid. Try to watch this particular video number of times and try to gain knowledge. Thank you, children.